I'm Anil Kumar, and in this video we will learn how to find the marks to be scored to maintain a weighted average. Let us take up an example. Let's say Peter scores 50% marks in the quiz and he needs 60% to pass. Right? Now that is the scenario. Peter scored 50% in quiz and he needs 60% to pass. Then how much marks should he score in the test? That is the kind of question. So we need to find the marks to be scored in the test. Now we also know one thing about which is in favor of Peter, that is the importance of marks in test is much more than that of quiz. So in the quiz, let us take the importance of quiz is, let's say, 30%, right? And the marks for the test counts for 70%. Now in that case, how many marks should Peter get in the test so that his average is at least 60%? So that's the question for you. Okay, so let's figure it out. So what we have here is that we know the formula of weighted average. We say weighted average will be product of marks and the importance, right? So here 50%, and that 50% is contributing towards 30%. 30% in decimals is 0.30. Plus, we need to know the marks in the test, so let's say that is T percent, and the contribution is 70%, that means 0.70, right? So that is what it is. And minimum, we need 60%. So what we need here is 60%. So that forms the equation to solve. Do you get the idea, right? So this is the contribution of the quiz, and that will be the contribution for the test to get the final score. Is it okay? And we need a final score of 60% in this particular case. So what should be the marks for the test? That is the question. I hope the question is absolutely clear now. You can pause the video, solve the equation and get your answer. So we can use our calculator to solve this. Now let's first rearrange. So we have 50 times 0.3, okay, so we have 50 times 0.3, which is 15, so this is 15, plus 0.7 times t as equal to 60. To get this value, we'll isolate this term, so we can have 60 take away 15. So we have 0.7 times the marks in test is 60 take away 15, and that is 45. So the marks in the test should be 45 divided by 0.7, and that gives you, let's say 45 divided by 0.7 is equals to, in decimals, let's write it down, 64 point, let's say 3%. Okay, so we get 64.3. Now, to boost up the average from 50% to 60%, Peter needs to score 64.3% marks, right? So that is the answer. So our answer is around, at least you can say, 64.3%. This is what Peter needs to score to get 60% marks. What you will see here is that 64.3 is marginally higher than 60%, but it is helping to boost the marks since the weight is much higher. Normally, if we were talking about the averages or the means, you would expect 70% to be the answer, since 50% plus 70% average will give you 60%. So this is much lower than 70%, as you can see, right? And the reason for that is that the weight for the test is higher in this particular case. I hope that helps. Thank you and all the best.